Okay, story on the bike. Brand new?
Yeah, relatively. Ended last year.
How many Ks?
2,500.
Okay, so the oil is new. Shouldn't have a huge variance. This is certainly not a lava lamp at 2.5 Ks. Once it gets to 8, that's when it starts. So, how do you ride it? Recreationally, fun?
Yeah, recreationally fun. I'm
Okay.
not a super hard rider, but I'm not a nano rider.
All right, so an 85 corner is
In terms of,
your speed.
yeah.
What?
Oh,
What's your speed?
my speed.
Mine's 100 to 110
Oh, yeah,
all the time.
It's generally 100, 110.
Okay, so similar.
Yeah.
All right, hard breaker or not?
No, medium.
Medium breaker. Do you use your engine braking in preference to your front brake?
I use my engine. I try to use my brakes only when I have to. I try to ride on throttle control as much as possible.
So you're the same as me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I got to go this side to measure. So just bear with me on the numbers. Oh, is his bike in that lineup? Because it's gone. So, 640. And I'll use my other tape measure for this one. Still got a volunteer. Year, make, model. What year is it? It's obvious what it is.
2022. Yeah.
22. It's 120. Thank you. And that is 120 extended. Can I put a cable tie on that? I can. What's the width of the cable tie? I know, I saw that. The cable tie is at X millimeters, so it's going to take travel away. Could break the dust seal. Make sense? So there's a point where, yeah, I'll use the cable tie, but there's a point where you might hurt the dust seal. Even though it's rubber, you might split it. So there's a rationale there. Again, that step back. What have I got? What am I doing? Where am I feeling? What am I seeing? What should I do? So if you go out and test braking at 80%, after the setup, shouldn't be a problem. Should be at a visual 3/4 of gold consumed. And if that's the case, we're good. But again, depends on the numbers. Take a seat. Okay, perfect, stay there. One point of interest, let go of the bars for me. Perfect. Anybody do this to the handlebars? Why would you need to know that? Watch my shoulder blades. How many of you suffer back pain, numb necks, shooting pains? As soon as you extend your shoulder blades out, you are also turning your hands in. So you do that. So you're doubling up. So if you want to, if you do that and then do this, you can feel it in here right away. And you can feel it back there. Remember that beating at home thing?
So reaching too far.
Okay, put it down. Here's an easy test for you. Close your eyes, relax. This peanut gallery doesn't exist. Now, just make 2 fists, put your fist level in front of you. Don't hunt for the bar. Now, is this spine inverted the wrong way? Okay. Now, relax your arms, keep your fists. Do not hunt for the handlebars. Where do you want your hands? High, low, forward, backwards.
So what am I doing with them?
Just put your hands exactly where you want them. And just relax, take a minute. See, what did he do? So, if that's where you want, where do the handlebars go? And it's all because of that. So at that point, one of the quick tests you can do, 2 fists, knuckles there. Look forward, ignore me. Now, hold the grip. Hold the grip. Your finger tied in it. Okay, now hold the grips properly. See that shunt forward? Now put your wrist on the grips on top. So, sport bike. So how much agony and pain are you willing to get? Because we all have a favorite bike, and there might be 4 yellow ones, and you pick one. So in this instance, what's best for you? So do the 3 again. Take your time. So knuckles against. Okay. Hold the grips. Put your wrist on top. It's that simple. You're sitting on new bikes, you want to test the fit, you do that. These handlebars can rotate. You can also get an offset riser to bring it back to you. There's lots of choices, lots of options about what you can do to get it ergonomically correct. But in this instance, with such a huge reach, by default, it's that. What's your average riding time? An hour?
Probably an hour and a half.
Okay. So at that point, when does the pain start? It's too new because we get a new bike, we ride the hell out of it. It never hurts. It's gold. And then in about 8 months in, so we ride it less. And then we ride it and go, sold. Buy a new bike. And do it again, and again, and again. So if you fix the ergos and got yourself comfortable, our number 1 enemy on the bike, aside from suspension, is fatigue.
Does it make a difference with your feet position, though, with that test that you just did?
So in that instance, when you're supporting the bike, this is just looking at your shoulders, upper back angle, and how your shoulder blades, how your shoulder blades are coming apart. That's the only purpose of that test. In regards to your question, feet up. When we stand, our ankle is underneath our hip bone, period. When we sit on a bike, depending on the bike, a cruiser will have your feet in front of you. So all the stress is on your lower back. A sport bike will have your heels directly under the ball and socket joint. And any other bike that's in proximity will do the same thing. So is his ankle in line with his hip joint? Yes or no? Right, so where's the stress? Lower back and knee. Feet down for me. Because if you're here, how many of you have done that against the wall? Where does it burn? Simple stuff. You've all done it, you all know it, you've just not been directed back to that memory.
So that one, if you're sitting on the bike, to be better, is it to have the feet, your ankles directly underneath your hip, even though you got your knees bent?
Anatomically, if you can make that right, triangle, that helps. What doesn't help is that. Can't get your hand in. So the longer your inseam is, the taller your seat may need to be, depending on how much foot you can get on the ground. Can't tell you how many people fit here perfect, but end up like this. KTM 1290R, perfect example. Horse jockey. I need 30 mil on the seat. How did I figure that out? A couple of towels and some duct tape. Go for a ride. Another one, go for a ride. Another one, go for a ride. Needs to be about this. So I need this much. It needs to be high density foam. It has to have some compression. But it has to be that because it took everything out of my calf. I can't ride like that. I'm not 20.
Feet don't touch the ground.
It did. And I am happy, very happy on any given bike there. Just past the balls of my feet and my big toes, because I spent my whole life doing that. So I'm cool with that. Some people are cool with the ball of their foot firmly planted, that whole front pad. Others, mandatory heels down. Non-negotiable. So they buy a cruiser, because they can do that and join the sport and ride. Are there other modifications you could do yourself to make it work? So in this instance, feet up one last time. Is his calf touching his hamstring? Sounds pretty good. Okay, go ahead, feet down. Brake on, please. That move? Same pressure as your bike. Didn't move at all. That's interesting. 140 to 90. So 40. What was the back? 640. Let go of the bars, please. There you go. 610. Go ahead, dismount. Please make sure your kickstand is down. I don't want you crying. That is yours. So, what's the proportional numbers? 30-40. Pretty good. How far back is this rider? Over there somewhere. It's like this. So where's the leverage? So the shock has to be stiffer because he's so far back. It's got to take all that weight because where's he sat? Here. So that leverage is huge. But where's the front not moving? It's interesting. So, can I pick it up? Yeah. Safe. What's going on here? What is wrong with the tap? It's closed. So now I'm going to open both. These are single function forks, same thing. Left is compression, right is rebound. My burning question here is, who said this is okay? Because somebody signed off on this, eh? Who? You ever asked that question? It's amazing what you get for facial expressions. I'm buying this bike. Who signed off on these settings? I got a phone call. You'll be left alone. It's like taking a tape measure into a dealership. I'm looking at a new bike. Yeah, manager just called me. Oh, okay.
I actually asked them when I got it if I could come in and they could set it up for me, but they were just like, reluctant.
Because they can't.
99% of them don't know.
But they can't.
True, but they also
They could offer the service at 600, no, what is it, 1,000 Ks in your country, I think, for the first service, somewhere around there. They could offer it then, but new off the showroom floor, So when I was a general manager of a Yamaha store, no bike left my store without the right parts. All rolled into the finance, so it was paid off over years. And it was perfect for that individual. And at the first service, when they came back, I redid it, I reset it. Based on them, the way they rode, their ability, skill, and weight. And I reset it for them. And when they came back for the next service, I reset it again. It's quality service, value add to the customer, who then bought 3 more Yamahas. Okay, that works. But again, in terms of the industry, that is not the norm at all, because it's too hard. Oh, hello. We got some movement. Now, pass or fail. That is an epic fail. Really? I don't think you're going to hurt his feelings if you yelled fail, because he's going to want it right. So let's go high-end equipment. Let's go 3 clicks in. Getting your money's worth, Tia. Consistently there, eh? Now, should we share your cable tie? How many wheelies have you been doing? Do not lie to me. Oh, yeah, sure. It was just a second gear roll on. What does that tell you? He smacked it. That didn't move before, did it? Didn't look like it. So when it did come up, did you land it gracefully? Or did you panic?
No, I didn't panic, but it probably came down a wee bit hard. It was away from a set of traffic lights.
So coming off a traffic light, roll it on, boop, oh, bang.
Yeah, so it came
It's
down.
not going to be hard, is it? It's not like coming from 12 o'clock. It's coming up and you just pull the clutch in and smash it and hit the rear brake. So there's a degree there of flexibility in it landed. Can I trust that? No. Go right. Show me, under consistent circumstances, where that goes to. Now we have to figure out on the compression side, because it was locked up, how many total clicks we have and go halfway. In this case, it's clicks, not turns. On the other bike, if it was 3 turns, we go 1.5. So, $32. $16. We're in the middle. Do you go mad in the first 15 minutes? No, you wake up and you just go, oh, okay. So in that first 15 minutes, where am I? I'll give 1 out of 50 a chance of doing that. Oh, I'm at 50 minutes, 1 moment. Everybody stop. I'm good. Okay, let's carry on. Not gonna happen. But could you at a traffic light go, well, I'm all right. It's doable. So at that point at 15 minutes, if he's close to the bottom right out of the gate, what do? 3 right, 3 clockwise. Back in the pocket, still red. Oh shit. Put it down. So at that point, you can self-monitor. All you need is a 3mm Allen. If it keeps going down and keeps going down and keeps going down, and keeps going that way, then that wasn't the right solution. Put it back halfway, and then the blue nut is going to go 3 full revolutions clockwise on both sides. Okay? Back of the bike. It's a bit slow, eh? That's almost sandwich time. Now, does that slow down or speed up at the top of the stroke? Brand new oil. Let's take some out of it. And then, on compression, are we halfway? 1, 2. 14 of. Very soft. 14 to 22. Now, on the back of the bike, was it comfortable?
It can be a little bit. It's not too bad. It's not like overly hard, but it's not soft.
Okay. Next question. Why is that loose? That rubber bumper is loose. How does a rubber bumper get loose? Repeated slapping. So, is there an imprint on the shock body? And the answer is yes. So the body of the shock has been kissing the bumper, which has dislodged it. So 14 isn't going to work. Taking a step back, what would be a better number? 10, 12, right? Something different that's smaller in itself. So we'll wind it all the way up and count back 10. Now I can go ride it. Sometimes it hurts. We know it was too soft because it dislodged the bumper and it imprinted. Okay, well, I'm now going the right direction because I looked. Again, using my eyes critically. So now that's set better, except for the second gear wheelie you're going to pull after you've clicked it in gear now, after you've left the traffic light.